and Professor Scott Fallman is on the phone with us now. Scott, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Did you ever think this idea would get so big?
No, it's been a complete surprise. When I first did this, it was just a little comment I tossed into a conversation we were having. It took me like 10 minutes, and I forgot all about it for a few days, and then noticed my friends were using it.
Well, I have to tell you, we're using it right now. Just to celebrate, we do have a picture of this sideways smiley face up above your name, just so you know, it's joining us in our discussion. Now, did you always play around with, the computer keys and the keystrokes to maybe make little designs? How did you get the smiley and frowny faces?
Well, a bunch of us were just having an idle conversation, trying to think of some way to mark, an elegant, easy, compact way to mark, I'm just kidding. Don't take this seriously. Some people had reacted to humorous posts with misunderstanding them as serious and kind of got angry. And we said, well, as long as these guys are around, we're going to have to mark every humorous post. So somebody said put an asterisk in the subject line. And I thought we ought to be able to do better than that. Several of us did, so we were all looking for a solution.
Well, quite a solution. How long did it take before you knew what you had created had become this national phenomenon?
Well, it spread within days throughout our little community at Carnegie Mellon University. Those of us who were online and taking part in this conversation, and then all of our friends that we sent email to. And then within really just a week or so, it had spread over the very primitive networks in 1982 to other universities and a few companies that were networked together. And there it had to stop because that was sort of the edge of the world as far as email was concerned.
But it came back not too long later.
Well, then as the Internet grew, little by little, first to more and more universities, more and more countries, and then after a while it was reaching overseas to national networks in Europe and in Asia. And then finally in the 1990s, suddenly it kind of burst into people's homes, into their living rooms. And non-computer specialists suddenly had access to email. And wherever the Internet went, email was there almost immediately. It's the most important Internet application. And some of that email contained the dreaded smiling face.